you're lucky though, because Filipinos, I feel like we have a cap, bro, on our height.
5'8".
No, it's either like 5'8", 5'9". That's it.
5'9", the tallest. I don't know. Well, my dad's side was tall. Taller.
Oh.
Like my dad was like 5'11".
How tall's your dad right now?
Well, he's like 5. He was 5'11". Yeah.
Oh.
You can cut that out. It's all good.
My bad.
It's all good, yo. It's all good.
How tall's your mom?
My mom was like, I like to say 5'6". I feel like my mom manifested this shit though.
Yeah?
Because as a kid, she would always be like, you're gonna get so tall, you're gonna be over 6 foot. 100%.
Oh, that's how.
100%.
That's how,
and
bro.
I remember it clearly as day. Like we were at a Walmart when she was telling me that, because I did grow a little bit taller than my cousins, like faster, but I was still shorter than all the girls in elementary, right? That's just how it is, right?
Interesting.
So like I grew up faster than like my cousins and taller, right? And so we were at a Walmart one time, and then she said that she's like, you're gonna grow over 6 foot, you can reach over all the shelves, right?
Yo, she manifested that.
She manifested that shit because she would always say it like every time. And then I think it led to me manifesting that, because when she said that in Walmart, I would visualize myself like tall, and every time I went to a grocery store, I would visualize myself as being tall, reaching over shit. Yeah. And then I would always pray. I'll be like, yo man, I better be so.
That's how it happened, bro. That's how it happened. Did you drink like lots of milk and shit? Because
I drank hella milk as a kid.
That's like the Filipino thing, bro. Like you have to drink bare milk so you grow.
If you drink hella milk, you get strong boned and you're gonna get hella tall.
Yeah.
So I drank like 3 cups a day.
Word.
But here's the thing,
that's
though.
a lot.
Crazy shit is like I used to do that shit, no effect, right?
Yeah.
I'm lactose as fuck now.
Yeah,
bro.
me too.
Like, I don't know what happens, but like there's a certain age when you're Asian that you just like, it's just like that.
I think
like,
everybody, like almost all Filipinos, I swear,
honestly,
lactose intolerant.
Not even just Filipinos. I feel like a lot of people, like Asians, hella Asians, but even some like just people of color in general, I feel like are more so prone to being lactose for some reason.
Yeah, why is that?
I think I read up on this like a long time ago. It was like because in like Asia or like East Asia, Southeast Asia, we're used to drinking like goat milk and other animals' milk. But like in America, they started drinking cow milk, so it's different. Like the consistency or whatever it is different.
Crazy. I didn't know that.
I'm not sure if that's true though.
Goat milk.
Yeah, yo.
I didn't even know like we use goat milk like that in Filipino food though.
Do we?
I don't think so. Do we?
No, well, I don't know if we use it in food, but I remember like our ancestors would like drink it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Then. Yeah,
not like the generation before us. You know what I mean? But like from time ago, like over time, the evolution, it was like it changes our body.
I heard like we're not supposed to eat even peanuts.
For real?
Like the original human, we're supposed to be allergic to peanuts. We're supposed to be allergic to milk. We're supposed to be allergic to so many other things. But just like through genetics changing, our bodies changing, like we change and we can like handle it now.
See, but I feel like as like the first generation of humans, I guess, like what are you supposed to eat? You know, like how did you figure out that like, yo, that's a cow?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna milk it, yo.
Whoever came up with drinking milk from a cow is some horny ass motherfucker, bro.
Sus as fuck, bro. No, yo. And then we're like, yo, let's milk it. Yo, why not eat it, bro? Yo,
I feel like they were eating it first, no?
I don't know, probably. They're probably eating it and then like the milk shit's like squirted out and they're like, yo, is this like you know, like a Boston cream donut?
Yeah.
So they were eating the cow and there was like that cream in the middle and they were like, damn, we could drink this, yo. Yo, man.
No. But do you think they would have figured out reproduction before figuring out the cow?
Like, what do you mean? Like, oh, like reproducing the cow?
No, reproducing like
humans?
Humans, like fucking.
Before the
so
cow.
they would probably know what like cum is before milk. Feel me?
Yo, first of all, how does he even like discover that reproduction, yo? You just like, yo, this.
Nah, I feel like naturally the first humans, they would know right away.
Like, yo, you have a hole and I have something to fit in that hole. Let's see what it unlocks.
That's probably because we already had that urge already.
Yeah,
like
facts.
every guy, every girl that we had that urge, like scientifically. So I feel like no matter what, it's just gonna find its way.
That's true.
Yeah, it's gonna find its way somehow. So that's what I'm saying. So what if they saw the cow, like, damn, we need more of these cows. What if I take that cow
and put it in me, then it creates like more cow.
Yeah.
Like that's how they thought. That's a good deduction, bro.
Right? Low-key? Yo, because I heard these stories. Fuck, this is kind of dark, but
it's all good.
I heard these stories of like these shorties like mess with horses, bro. That's like a thing on the dark web, man.
I've heard that, yo, because like the horse cock, bro. That shit is like. That's just my arm. That's my arm, bro.
Yeah, no, like your whole arm. You're
like this. And people mess with that, yo. But people are like that though, and it's so weird because I feel like it's so interesting to see people like get to that point. Like, how do you get to that point of like, because in infancy, we all basically start at the same level of like mental capacity, basically, as a baby. I mean, it could be different between people, but like in general, everybody's the same like dumb baby, right?
Yeah.
So what steps in their life did it take to get to the point where like, yo, that horse looking kind of nice, yo? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you know what it was though? It's definitely just they seen porn.
Yeah.
And then that wasn't enough for them. Because I feel like those people that are addicted to
Like the
porn,
addicts,
they
bro.
keep like going to the next level. What's the
need
next
something
level?
new. It's like, hey, let me get this free shit. OnlyFans? Damn, I don't want to pay. And then they pay for the first time. They're like, okay, but I need more. And so they start paying like people to watch people.
I'm pretty sure porn has the same effect on our brain as crack cocaine.
I heard that before too. I heard that before because it's bad for you, right? Obviously,
it's dopamine. It's dopamine at the end of the day.
It's an increased level of dopamine that we're not supposed to have. Like we're basically hacking our brains to get more dopamine, to get more chemicals. That's what drugs are. Drugs aren't putting new chemicals in your body. It's enhancing the chemicals that are already within you.
Exactly. A lot of people don't understand that though. A lot of people don't understand. It just activates what's already here.
Yeah, which is nuts because like DMT basically and like shrooms, they're just putting your brain on fire basically.
Yeah.
And
So it's literally showing us everything that's already here.
Yeah.
Because that's what's crazy when I look into these stories of hallucinations under DMT or ayahuasca, DMT, mushrooms. They all say like, what if this is a filter? Everything's already here. It just shows me.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like, okay, I have like this crazy like idea. I got this from my homegirl Kira. Shout out Kira. But we were talking in the car one day and we were like, what if black is a color that we just can't see yet? So if you really beg it, because like you said, like there's a filter, right?
Yeah.
So you know how we see like only a certain percentage of, or like a certain percent of light or something, or certain lights like ultraviolet we can't see or something like that. So what if black is actually a color? It's just we don't have like the cones or rays in our eyes to be able to see what color that is. So it presents us as black, but it's actually something else that we can't imagine. Because if you really beg it, you can't imagine a new color.
Yeah, no, that's fact. You can't, because everything's already there.
Yeah. So what if it's just a color that we just haven't unlocked in our brain yet,
okay.
bro?
To add on to that, right? When you close your eyes, what do you see?
See, okay. I do this experiment with everybody.
Yeah.
So when I close my eyes, genuinely, I see like blackish gray. But close one eye and then try looking through that eye that you closed. That's what it feels like to see nothing, bro.
Oh shit! No. But look. Every time I close my eyes at night or I go to sleep, I always see colors. Do you not see colors?
I see like. It's like pixelated. It's like
yeah. You know what I mean,
right?
Pixels
on a TV type shit, right?
Yeah, it's like pixels, but like patterns sometimes, and it's like weird shapes.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, so I'm wondering because a lot of DMT experiences they talk about these geometric patterns, right?
Yeah, and different colors
and different colors and shit. What if it's already there? It's literally right here. It just
needs an extra.
It's just
push,
enhanced, yo. It's just enhanced.
But why do you think we don't have it all unlocked right away?
I don't know.
Like, why isn't given to us right now?
Cause sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when I'm really, really tired, I could really see full patterns, bro. Really? When I close my eyes, when I'm really sleepy.
Actually, I feel that sometimes too. Or when I used to do this as a kid. I used to look at the sun, like stare at it.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, I know that's bad. That's probably why I need glasses now. But I used to stare at it because, like, you know how you get the after image of the sun, or like any light, you get the after image, right? So before I used to stare at the sun, I would get like the after image, and then it came to a point where I would stare at it and I close my eyes, and the after image would move around, and they would create like energy around it. And it's, I don't know if that was just like me as a kid just like imagining and visualizing, but that's what I remember from what I was seeing. Because
a lot of things when you see as a kid, it's hard to explain at the time until we're older, right? Because we don't understand. You know when you sometimes like look around and you see those little kind of like a blur. You know what I'm talking about? No, it's I'm gonna put it on screen.
It's like those like it looks like cells.
Yeah. It looks like a microscope, bro.
I thought I was the only person to ever see that, but I looked into it I think 2 years back because I saw it on Twitter. Someone was like, yo, anyone else see this shit? And it's exactly what I saw. I think it's like microscopic dirt in our eye.
It's dirt.
That just like moves around, or it might be dirt, or it might be just something in our eye that we just see, like something that we just see. But I thought it was so weird. I was like, yo, am I like unlocking something right now, yo? Like, am I seeing things that I've never seen before?
Yo, did you know there's microscopic living germs on our face?
Yeah,
like and they zoom in on it. They use like a microscope.
Nasty,
bro, they look scary, fam.
But that's all over our body. There's like parasites. There's everything in our body.
Yeah, even on our I'm pretty sure our eyelashes, there's like some type of like what is it, like a mite?
There's a mites. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I saw that on Twitter too. Yo, man, like, but if you think about it, like our body just houses like a whole universe.
Yeah,
like, you know how we, like humans, we inhabit Earth. Like our cells are like the humans, and we're the Earth. Like our body's the Earth.
Our body's like Earth. Yeah, and then all of the little microscopic beings, life cells and shit.
So do you think those microscopic life cells and shit have their own like life in our body?
Probably, bro.
Like there's this anime. It's called Cells at Work. It basically just like they just made the characters like white blood cell, red blood cell. Yeah, they're just going throughout their day. What if it's like that, yo?
I think it is, fam. I think it is.
Like our universe is just within us, yo.
Because what if this whole Earth right now? What if this whole universe is part of somebody's body,
or we're just a cell?
Yo, no, because I think I seen a TikTok on it. It's like the universe and the whole galaxy put together is like a nucleus of a cell.
It looks like
it looks like it, and it's all
yo. And we're just powering like a superhuman being, bro. Like, we're not even human beings.
Because, yo, if you think about it, like looking at an anthill, if you put a lamp beside an anthill, all the ants, they're going to think that shit's the sun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts. They don't know, like,
they're not going to understand it. They're not going to understand it. So what if that's for us? Like, we don't understand the sun. What the fuck is the sun?
Yeah.
But it has like a huge meaning. Yeah. We just can't comprehend it.
Because in science, everything is just theory. Nothing is proven. Nothing is ever a fact. So, like, who's to say, like, no one's ever seen it in person.
Yeah.
You know, we've only seen it through lenses, through cameras, but things could be shifted through space because we don't even know how space operates. So light could be shifted in a certain way. What if it's not even a circle? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It could be some
people think
totally
it's flat, bro.
Or it's probably some guy on like a far planet with a hella bright flashlight, bro.
Halloween's coming, spooky season's among us. You don't want your balls looking scary so those girls don't ghost you.
You don't want to be looking like a werewolf this season, trust me.
With Manscaped's Lawnmower 4.0, you don't have to worry about getting all cut up and bloody like a horror film.
Fam, I've been using these rinky-dink razors, right? And I don't want to put it next to my sensitive part, but Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0 has skin-safe technology which prevents all cuts and nicks.
If you guys cop the Performance Package 4.0, it actually also comes with a crop reviver and a crop preserver.
I bet in the package you get a crop preserver, which is a ball deodorant, and it keeps you fresh and smelling good down there.
So the crop reviver is a ball toner. It'll give your balls a little boost at the end of the day, whether it's been a long work day, away at the gym. This will revive your crops. So if you guys want to get in on this deal, use code JUMPERS to get 20% off with free shipping on this bundle.
You get 20% off plus free shipping if you use the code JUMPERS at manscaped.com.
So that's 20% off plus free shipping with code JUMPERS at manscaped.com.
Make your balls a priority this fall and choose Manscaped. Your balls will thank you. The link will be down low in the description below. Make sure to click it.
Could be because we don't really bag like how small we are.
Yeah.
Because we think the whole world is made for us.
Yeah.
But there's other planets and there's other things way bigger than us, bro. Just even look at storms, fam.
Yeah.
Just look at storms and natural disasters. Like, that's living proof the world will move around without us. It doesn't care about humans.
People say like too, like if the bees went extinct, all of humanity would go extinct.
Yeah.
But if humans went extinct, everything else would flourish.
Whoa, that's so true.
Because if you really beg it, like climate change and all these natural or not natural, like unnatural things, like happen because of us. You know,
because pollution.
Yeah, pollution. We're over mining. We're like deforestation.
Even overfishing.
Yeah, taking too many resources that we don't need because of what like just consumerism in general. You know what I mean? Like make like fast fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like people are making bare clothes for what, and then they just throw them out. You know what I mean? Like,
I think I talked about this before, but I always bring it back to like greed, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's always like that.
It's always greed, and it's almost like a virus in of itself. Like somebody's greedy to one person, and then because of them taking away their stuff, they become greedy themselves.
Because they like, okay, well, if this guy, and it's also like jealousy and revenge, you know? Yeah. Because if someone's greedy, they take away from you, then you're like, well, this guy took away from me, that means I gotta take away from somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not gonna stop if you if it keeps doing that, it's not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying?
I know,
and that's the shitty part.
That's kind of like a man getting his heart broke, bro.
Yeah, yo.
If you think about it, every single guy at one point in their life, they were a good guy first.
Yeah,
that's what I believe. I believe 100%. Everybody was a good guy first before they became like a fuckboy or a dickhead.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah,
because they get their heart broke, bro.
Yeah.
Because look. Let's say a guy treats a woman like super nice. Like this is a serious topic. A lot of people talk about this.
I love talking about this stuff.
Let's say a guy gets his heart broke. He was treating treating her so well. If he gets treated bad, he's gonna change his mind. Like, okay, maybe this shit doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
So he has to switch and use what does work.
Yeah.
And sometimes what does work
is be the bad boy.
is to be the bad boy.
But that's the thing, though. Like, some of these nice guys, though, they're not actually nice, yo. Because if you really bag it, they're just like doing these things out of like expectation, like to get something back from it. You know what I mean? But is that really nice then? Are they actually nice at first?
Yeah.
But that's just what they're taught, though.
That's
Like, they
what
just
they're
don't know
taught.
better. You know what I'm saying? They think like, oh, if I open the door for her, if I buy her dinner, then she'll date me. It's like, nah, nobody's ever like entitled to you. You're not entitled to anybody else's
It's
time.
because
You're
the
not entitled to a
movies,
person.
fam.
It's the movies.
It's the movies.
They teach you that, and there's never been a movie where like there's a guy who does all this stuff and then he just gets rejected and then that's it.
They
You know
become
what I
a
mean?
simp, fam.
Yeah, they become a simp. And like, if anything, if it does happen in the movies, they end up together at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no realism in movies, and that's fine. But I mean, like,
It changes society.
exactly.
It forces all of the males to follow that.
Yeah.
And then become, this is what the world is now.
Yeah, and people always say like, nah, just don't listen to the movies. But like, once you have like 50,000 movies and shows just coming at you like on a day-to-day in a passive way, like where you just don't even notice, like over the years, your brain is gonna like rewire itself to think that's how the world works.
No, that's
You know what I'm
facts. That's
saying?
facts, yeah.
Because if you think about it, even with like brand sponsorships and promos, like sometimes promo isn't even just like straight up, hey guys, buy this bag, buy this t-shirt from this company. Sometimes it's just brand placement. You just put it in the back.
Yeah.
Or like, I think you said it in like a podcast where they put Red Bull cans in like a dumpster to see like, oh, people are drinking this energy
Like
drink.
subconscious.
Yeah.
Subconscious.
And maybe that's what the movies are doing. They're subconsciously implementing these ideas that we see, and then it rewires our brain to think a certain way.
Yeah.
So maybe that's how the government be controlling us, though.
Yo, because look. I always bring it back to scarcity.
Yeah.
Because I feel like everything, whether it be relationships, whether it be consumerism, it goes down to scarcity and insecurity. So people, big corporations, the big bosses, CEOs, they'll take advantage of your insecurity.
Facts.
So listen. Yo, this is some dark game. This is some dark game. But they used to say, like, if you ever want a girl to fall in love with you, attack their insecurity, fam.
Yo, that's
dark.
so,
It's so dark.
That's toxic
bro.
behavior right
it's
there.
It's toxic, fam.
That's some future relations right there.
No, but if you bag it, look, if you take this in, a relationship is based off what, bro? It's low-key based off insecurity.
Insecurity, yeah. You're finding things in somebody else that you don't have.
Exactly.
That you're lacking. And you provide something that they're lacking.
Exactly. Fam, the concept of marriage, bro, is based off insecurity because you want to hold them down because you don't think you're going to find somebody else like them ever again.
Or you don't want them to find somebody else that's not you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's why, like, for me personally, like obviously in the future I would totally get married, you know, but it's not the thing that holds it down.
Yeah.
Like, I hold it down. She holds it down for herself. I hold it down for myself, and then we just come together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like marriage is just that, like, title. You know what I mean?
It is just the
But
title.
at the same time, it's also like some people's religion. Like, marriage is part of that, like, their religion. So like, it means it proves their commitment. It proves their, you know what I mean, like, their trust within each other.
It's a
you know what I'm
sacrament.
saying?
It's a sacrament. Yeah.
Which is totally fine. Like, I totally get that and totally respect it. But for me, like, personally, like, it's always been kind of like the idea of it. It's just been like, okay, it's just there. But that doesn't.
I think our generation, we don't even want to get married like
anymore.
that.
Like, if you really bag it, like, my parents back when they got married, they were only like early 20s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I'm like 21 and I'm like not thinking about any of that. Not thinking about kids, not thinking about family, not thinking about having this. I'm thinking about, like, you know, just like being happy doing my thing, trying to travel. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like that before, though.
Because before it was a different life. Everybody, it was kind of like a formula. Like, you get your job, you get a family, you have a small house, whatever it may be, and then like white picket fence, American dream, right? But now the world's changed.
It's always changing.
They didn't have social media. We have social media now. We can take advantage of opportunities that weren't there.
Yeah.
And being an influencer is literally a valid career now. Like, that's not heard
weird.
of before.
Yeah, like back when we were in elementary, like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. It's like, it was
wow.
like, okay, that's
Oh, yeah,
fine.
sure, yeah.
But like now there's kids, like, if you ask kids what they want to be when they grow up, they don't say like astronaut, lawyer, doctor. They're like, no, I want to be like a YouTuber. I want to be a Twitch streamer. I want to be a podcaster. Which is dope. I love that because it allows you to truly do what you want.
Exactly.
Like, the internet, like,
I love
gives
that.
you the opportunity to be whatever you want, and I feel like people like take that for granted. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Because like, if you really beg it, like, people always say like, it's so cliche, but like, oh, follow your dreams, do what you want. But back then, like, you didn't really have a choice, or you didn't know how to do it or what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like now,
it was kind of impossible in a sense.
Exactly. It wasn't possible.
Yeah.
Because there was no platform to do it. Like, if you wanted to be a podcaster, like,
How would you promote it?
yeah,
right?
you would need like the most back then, like, gear itself,
Oh, it would cost you crazy amounts of money.
Yeah, gear is so accessible now. Like professional grade gear is so accessible. Nice cameras, nice mics are like you can get for less than $1,000. Yeah, in total. Like these mics, they're pretty affordable, right?
Yeah, they're not that expensive. Like they're not terrible.
They do the same job as the professionals.
Exactly.
And honestly, sometimes that's
all you need.
Yeah, that's all you need. And then that's what improves. Like you don't need the best gear to
start
to be great. You know what I mean?
You don't need the best gear to start, and you don't need the best gear to see where your talent comes out.
Exactly. I forgot who said it, but it's like you don't need to be great to start. You need to start to be great.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Might have been Michael Jordan. Might have been, I don't know. But
that's some real shit though.
Yeah, that's
some real shit. Because if you don't start, you're never gonna fucking know.
Yeah, and I feel like that's always been my issue over the years. Like analysis always leads to paralysis. I'm always thinking about my moves. I'm always trying to plan it, but it's like you can plan all you want, but unless you attack, you're never gonna get a hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cliche. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and that's facts.
It's facts. It's facts.
And like you just have to do it. You know what I mean? And I get it though. Like people are scared to follow their dream or their passions because like parents, Asian families, like that's such a common thing. Like their parents
they don't want to take risks.
Yeah, they don't want to take risks, but it's like your parents came here to give you the opportunity to take that risk. Why not take it? You know what I'm saying? I feel for my parents. The older I get, I feel for my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like she definitely had dreams that she wanted to pursue when she was younger. She probably wanted to be like a cook or like a singer. You know what I mean? But it's like she did what she needed to survive. So she did what she needed to like put food on the table, keep the lights on. Yeah. She's not thinking about that
because they didn't have those opportunities that we
had.
They
didn't have that luxury.
And if we're not taking that shit, then we're kind of like leaving it out. Like, well, what's it for then if we're not using it?
Yeah.
If you just play it safe, what the fuck?
Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have like choice is one of the biggest blessings that we have that we take for granted. To be able to choose what we want to do with our lives, it's such a big blessing if you think about it. Like, there's mad people in the world. Over half, maybe like 80% of the population don't have that right to choose or don't have that freedom of choice to be who they want to be or do what they want to do. So like that's why I don't know. Like that's why I just don't see myself like working 9-to-5s anymore. Yeah. Or like doing any of that stuff anymore.
Because you don't want to work hard for somebody else. You want to work hard for yourself.
For myself. Exactly. And just like I don't know. Just like in general, if you really just look at life, it's long but it's short.
It's short. It's low key short.
It's short, but if you're living in it and like if you're actually living in it and looking around and really just taking it all in, you can live a good long life. Because if you really think about it, whenever somebody has like this is what I noticed like recently. Yeah. Whenever somebody dies like prematurely and they didn't get to do much with their life, they always say, "Oh, life is so short. You never know what's gonna happen to you, right?" But when somebody has a life of like accomplishments and just them being happy doing what they love, they're always like, "Damn, he lived such a long, amazing life."
Yeah, that's true.
Like Kobe,
that's so true.
Like what he died when he was 40. Yeah, that's still considered short. But then people always said like, "Yo, Kobe lived like a long, amazing life
because he's accomplished so much." Yeah,
and that's why I feel like our lives aren't based on our years. It's based on like
what we've done, bro.
What we've done, exactly. The more you've done, the more you age. So like, if you really beg it, Kobe was already like probably 100 years old in his like.
You mean in a sense of like how much he's done, how much he's accomplished?
Exactly. Like, that's what you said though, kind of. But yeah, like based on accomplishments, Kobe was already like a veteran.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But the same person could be 40 and still be an infant.
Yeah, he's like a rookie.
Yeah, because there's hella people too that like you have those friends who kind of just don't think at the same level as you yet.
Yeah. Like they're not quote unquote like woke. I hate that term. I hate that term, but they don't see it.
They're not matured yet.
Yeah.
They're not matured yet. They're still in that like high school mentality, and that's fine because everybody grows at a different mental like speed. You know what I'm saying? But it sucks when like you're such good friends with them, but they just can't keep up with you anymore. Yeah, you know what I mean? And
they want to do other things you're not interested in.
Exactly, and it's not like we're not friends anymore, but it's just like, okay, I just got to move on from this relationship. It was good while we had it. I'm still your homie, you know what I'm saying? But it's just hard to be around anymore. And it's not like you're forcing yourself to leave that person. It just happens over time.
Yeah, that's life though. Like you're gonna grow out of certain people. You're gonna grow out of certain things you were into before.
Hella. Yeah, there's hella things I used to be into that I used to think were my dreams that aren't anymore. You know, like before all this like TikTok, social media stuff, I wanted to be a movie director. Well, I still want to do that, but you know what I mean? Like when I was growing up, I always thought like I wanted to do something big. You know what I mean? I want to be a singer. I want to be a dancer. I want to be a movie director. Yeah, just because that's what I consumed. You know, like as a kid, I watched hella Michael Jackson, Elvis, and just hella movies like growing up. Yeah. So then I took that as a childhood. I'm like, well, why can't I do something with this? And so like I always saw myself as like, okay, maybe I want to do movie direction. Maybe I want to be behind the scenes. And then as I got older, I was like, you know what? Maybe I want to be in front of the camera, not really behind the scenes. Yeah. And then now I'm like in front of the camera.
It changes, right? It changes.
And now I'm like, I wish I could be the cameraman and the actor at the same time, which is what I do, but still it's not, you can't do it at full capacity. You know what I mean?
That's what they say. A lot of creative people, they really want to be in control of everything.
Yeah.
Like they want to be in control of everything, but our body can't handle it.
It can't.
You know what I mean? Our mind can't handle every single thing.
Yeah.
But I really want to try and like be the front man, the man
Like
behind the
everything,
scenes, the one writing the script.
Screenwriter, producer, director,
Exactly.
film guy, like.
But you can't live like that's
can't.
what sucks.
But that's what I learned like over the years. Just like it's okay to ask for help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why it's like so important to just like find the right help. And then you could just teach it to them, because if you're able to teach everything that you know to somebody, then they know everything you know, plus they know what they know.
Yeah.
So it's even, then you don't even realize that they're doing the job that you've envisioned better sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes, let's say like I have an idea, or like the other week I went to do a modeling gig in New York, and I always thought like, oh, okay, because I used to do photography too, right?
Yeah.
And I always thought like, oh, this is the way to do it. This is how I want my pictures taken. This is how I want to pose. Like as soon as I walked into the room, everything was just off the table. I was rookie, and then having these people do it for me, I realized like, damn, this is how I want it to look. This is not what I envisioned in my head, but this is how I want it to look. It's somebody else doing it.
Because they're on the outside, they can see in.
And you just need to like trust that.
Yeah.
You know? That's why you need a team that you can trust. Sometimes like you want to do everything by yourself, but you really can't.
Yeah, I know.
And that's human nature though. Like humans aren't meant to do things alone. Humans aren't meant to be alone. We're like one of the only species. I don't know. I want to say the only species. I say like every species in the world actually like just doesn't want to be by themselves or can't operate by themselves.
But it depends, because some people do love being alone. Some people are that lone wolf.
That's true. Some people do love being alone, but is it because like they just haven't been exposed enough to the right people that they want to be with? You know what I'm saying?
Because I think there really are lone wolves in the world though. Like there are some people that can't live with anybody else. Like they have to grind, they have to work by themselves. They can't.
It's a lonely world though, bro.
I know, but that because we're like that. We love people. We love
Yeah.
people, but some people don't work well with others.
Yeah, but like maybe they just haven't found the right person that they haven't found the right person that makes them feel like I don't want to be alone anymore. You know what I mean? Sometimes we just have to find our people.
So you think
have to find your pack?
No, but there are lone wolves though. Like lone wolves in nature. Like there's a pack.
That's true.
A pack of wolves, and then there's the lone.
But who does better, the lone wolf or the pack?
Depends it depends what your perception of better is.
Okay, let's say, okay, that's true. That's
Right?
true. That's fair.
Because what if that lone wolf, right? He has his plan and he accomplishes his goal. His goal doesn't appeal to the group, right?
That's true.
And he doesn't have to worry about whether the group agrees with whatever
That's
he
true.
does. So his form of success is not
The same as the group.
Yeah.
The group of wolves. Yeah.
does not have to worry about their opinion.
Yeah.
Does not have to worry about their
That's
judgment, whatever. His success is his success.
His success is his success. His success is his success, but that's it. That's all it's gonna be. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I accomplished this. Now what?
No, but at the end of the day, look, we all die alone, fam.
That's true. But at the same,
If you bag it, we all die alone. We're in the grave alone, fam.
yeah. But I don't know. For me, like we die alone, but mentally we don't, because we have the memories of everybody that's like been around us from time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because some people theorize death is just after death. You live in your memories.
Yeah, I
so,
said that.
like-
I said it before. Yeah,
Oh, really? Yeah,
Because I think it actually is. If you lived a good life, if you lived happiness, if you lived doing good things around the world, your afterlife will be good.
Yeah.
But if you done evil shit, like you were a serial killer,
It's gonna be bad.
it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a
Because
nightmare.
that's what's
all
in your
that's
head.
in your head.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, do we really die alone then? You know what I mean? Because we die with the memories of people with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Physically, we do die alone. But spiritually and mentally, we don't. Because I like to say this a lot. People say like, you know how like people are on their spiritual journeys and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe that we're humans on a spiritual journey. I believe that we're spirits on a human journey. If you really bag it.
No, I think that's true.
Yeah,
because
like
this is
theory.
just like a vessel.
Yeah, it is a vessel. Like Orochimaru and Sasuke. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's just trying to get in this man's body. That's his next vessel. I feel like that's where like we have so many, like humans have so many like just abilities to do things, but just can't because of this vessel that we have.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like what we were saying earlier, like we want to do everything and we have like so many ideas and we think of certain things.
there's
or
limitations
There's limitations.
in this,
It's
yeah.
physical limitations that we just can't do yet. So maybe we're just like spirits that are just going from vessel to vessel to vessel, finding that perfect vessel that can like withstand our full capacity of our like our spirit, our mentality, our soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you believe in reincarnation then?
See, like, I don't know if I would say it as reincarnation, consider reincarnation, but like it is in a way.
If that kind of concept is.
Yeah, because your spirit's just going to somebody else, but it's just like you just forget your whole past life type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's scary.
But
bro.
you know
I hate that idea of like forgetting everything.
It scares me, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think death itself scares me. It's the whole like idea that there's gonna be nothing after.
The reactions of it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because it's just like, man, if you think about it, like people actually think like when you die, like it just goes black and nothing happens. That's sad, bro.
I know, bro.
That's the saddest thing to think about, because it's just like, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
But maybe like, because we don't know, what if that is
Yeah.
true? What if that is true?
And that
then the
scares
point
me,
is
bro.
this, bro. The point is this.
moment
like
right
the
now.
moment right now.
And that's why I always tell people, like, man, just do what makes you happy, bro. Because like you just don't know. Like that's the biggest secret of life that we're never gonna like find out, is that what happens after death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But my theory is just like, our souls are just boundless. You know what I mean? We're just gonna keep traveling throughout the universe till we just like, I don't even think we're gonna find a perfect body either.
Do you think, because I said this before in another episode, but do you think we could reincarnate not just on this planet but another?
Oh, for sure. I feel like we're not even reincarnating in this universe or dimension. You know what I mean? I feel like we can like transcend into different things. Because
Yeah.
I remember I was having this like episode when it was like quarantine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my head, I was just like, man, like I was just thinking so deep. And in my head, I was just like you know how T'Challa in Black Panther said, he's like, death is not the end, it is only a new beginning, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, what if it is that? Like, what if like when we do die, our spirits just find a new place to transcend to? What if we're not? What if we don't even like reincarnate into human or something living? We're just in like a spiritual dimension.
So yeah,
or
something we don't understand.
Something
like
we just don't,
a
we can't even
transcendence,
imagine.
a transcendence, right?
Like the way that we can't imagine a new color, we can't imagine that life because we've never seen it or we don't understand it. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
just
we can't comprehend any of that
can't
shit.
comprehend it, bro.
Because it's just gonna be like, what would you consider a spirit dimension? Like we don't even know.
We can't even
What is
imagine
that?
it.
What is that?
The only thing you can imagine is like from what you see on TV. You know,
like the waves of air like moving
Yeah,
around, you know,
yeah.
like the colors.
Shadow realm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But there's no words that can describe what we're gonna see.
Exactly, because we don't even know what we're gonna see.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. That's scary, bro.
It is scary.
I think you told me a story before how like you reincarnated like in a dream.
Oh yeah, okay. So
tell that story right now, bro.
I told I forgot. It was after an episode. I DM'd you like right away.
Yeah,
I
it was
like,
after Josh's episode because he had a similar
yeah,
experience.
something like that. Yeah. So I DM'd this guy. I was like, yo, crazy thing. I have a story to tell you. So okay, so just trying to remember right now. Okay, so this was probably one of the most intense dreams I've ever had in my life. So basically, I can't really describe it like perfectly, but in the dream, I remember I was holding hands with somebody. It was a shorty for sure.
Yeah.
And then we were looking at like this. We were just looking at a building. We were looking at the skyline. Like we knew it was over.
Yeah.
Right. And then boom, building blows up, and then the wave of fire blows past me, but I don't die. Everything just turns black. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like I feel my body's in that wisp of black. It's like it's just in an all black room, and you can just see my body. And then like this outline of a door opens, and then it says there's like a sign on top. I forgot what the sign said, but I felt a deity like saying like it's time to move on to the next part.
Word.
And I was like, what? And then the name of the person I was reincarnated to opened. The sign changed into his name.
Oh,
And
shit.
I forgot the name, but it was like something Fitzgerald or something.
Yeah.
And then I saw like beyond the door, it was like a snowy, like it looked like just snowy hills and just blizzards and stuff. And he's like, it's time to go. I was like, no, it's not my time.
Yeah.
Like, I need my memories. This is like everything to me. And then I fucking went through the door and I was a different person. And then I woke up crying, bro. And
Damn.
breathing heavy. And it was so intense. Sometimes it's so hard to think if something's a dream or not when it feels that intense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, like can you dream things you haven't seen before?
Yes, for sure.
You think so?
Actually, no, because in a sense, everything we do dream is inspired, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what's crazy. Because a lot of people, we have similar dreams.
Yeah.
Like you know those pictures of like, why does this place look familiar?
Yeah.
And it shows like an empty like room or whatever it may be, bro. And we all have similar things. So what if it's connected somehow?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if the dream world is its own dimension and falling asleep is the way our souls just go there?
Okay, what if, right? Because I always think about this.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
if people get reincarnated, but they don't get reincarnated at birth? They get reincarnated and put into that body like midway through. Like tomorrow,
No, yeah.
somebody else is in your body.
Someone else is playing the controller.
Yeah.
It's like a game where there's like two controllers, but then you switch.
They picked it up. it up.
Someone else.
But we don't know any different, fam. We don't know any different because like we just know the Carlos experience.
That's true.
The Emson experience.
It's
That's
like
all we know.
Yeah, like playing GTA. That GTA character doesn't know somebody else is playing him.
Yeah.
Could be somebody else. Could be somebody else the next day.
And we have no proof of telling if that's true or not.
Okay, I have this crazy theory. Like,
Yeah.
like I kind of like made this one up by myself. Kind of. It's kind of inspired by a movie. Do you know Arrival?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the aliens.
Yeah, and she kind of like lives life at the same time. That's what I kind of think we're doing right now. I feel like we're living life not linearly, but like abstract, where we're living it all at the exact same time. So take it in. Like this moment right now we're living, right? This is the present. This is just what we're experiencing at the moment. Like when we're trying to remember something or we're looking back at our memories, that's going back to the past in a way. You know what I mean? We're looking back at our past.
Yeah.
And so in what sense would you say you could see the future then?
In a sense of like if you're daydreaming or you're looking to the future, what it may be.
But like what it is. Do you think you could see the future for what it is? No.
No, I don't think so.
So that's when I think like deja vu happens, because it's just like, yo, why have I been here before? You know what I mean?
Oh, so you
seen
think we've
glimpses of
been
the
in
future.
there?
Yeah, we've
and
been there, or we
Oh,
are there right now,
shit.
and our mind is just catching glimpses of what's happening at that moment, and that's why like, why have I been here before? Because you're there right now.
That's fun. That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah, we're experiencing everything at the exact same time, but we're just like our body isn't able to handle all of it, so we're only able to just experience the present right now.
Yeah, what if like when you go to bed or you go to sleep, it's almost as if you close the game and then you can pick it back up, but there's so many different checkpoints
Save
there.
points, yeah, and then you can
So
play
many
whichever
different
one
ones.
you want to do.
Yeah.
Shit.
But we only remember from where our last save
Yeah,
was.
exactly.
Yo.
It's crazy, yo. See?
Yeah, that's some crazy shit, bro.
You ever think about having mutant powers?
Mutant powers?
Like X-Men?
I think there's some people that do have powers.
I think a lot of people do actually. Like
Like a lot of people. What do you mean by that?
I wouldn't say like what you would say like what you would consider mutant powers, like teleporting or creating fire, but like neurodivergent people, like people with ADHD,
Yeah.
or like, you know what I mean, like in that whole realm of like just mental different, you know what I mean? I feel like that,
Like the spectrum.
yeah, the spectrum. I feel like that is like a power in itself. You
In
know
a
what I mean?
sense, is that a mutation then?
It might be, because like who in the past, you know what I mean, just like cavemen or just people in the past, no one knew that they had like, oh, I have ADHD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like a recent thing. Not recent, but like within over like the past like maybe 50, 100 years, you know what I mean? That's when people started like realizing, oh, maybe something in the brain is different, some different chemicals, you know what I mean? But that could be just from like over time evolution, that our brains are just mutating to think a different way, be a different way, you know what I'm saying? Operate a different way.
Yeah, because I heard a story from somebody before. They have like an autistic family member.
Yeah.
But they're so bright.
Yeah, I've heard stories like that though.
Right,
There's
like
people,
some way it hardwired into their brain, and even though they don't communicate very well, they can solve problems so crazy.
Yeah.
They can solve riddles, anything you want, and they see it a different way. And
really, the only thing different between somebody who is autistic and somebody who isn't is just like the physical of it.
Yeah.
Really? And that goes back to like our idea of like maybe just like our bodies just can't handle that brain capacity that they have. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
So maybe like he does have like, maybe autistic people do have like this certain brain capacity that just operates so quickly and so much faster that the body just can't handle that. You know what I mean? And so if you give them the perfect vessel, then they become like some different type of human, some next generation evolution. Maybe that's what aliens are.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
bro,
Maybe
yeah.
they're just human, like with a different like vessel. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, okay, I had this theory, right?
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, a lot of people don't know this. I used to stutter when I was a kid.
Really? Like kind of
Yeah.
like speech impediment?
Kinda. I used to have a stutter.
Okay. I still stutter all the time.
I stutter sometimes. But my theory is, what if the reason I was stuttering before is because maybe my brain was working too fast at the time and my body couldn't keep up?
That's true.
Because
Yeah.
there's another theory how people with messy handwriting, the reason it's messy is because it can't keep up with your ideas.
Yeah, it can't move fast enough.
Can't move fast enough.
Yeah.
Which I think is true.
Which is true.
Then look at Kanye West. There's so many different things like we see Kanye doing, like, yo, what the this is so weird, right? Well, we just don't understand it because we're not on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
We're not on the same like brain capacity as him, I guess.
In his podcast with Joe Rogan, he says like his brain operates, his brain, the way he thinks, it's a symphony of ideas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like you can't control you can't play every instrument, you know what I'm saying? But like you can be the conductor that like tells what the instrument
Tells the instrument what to do.
Tells the instruments what to do.
Yeah.
Yo, man, my brain's moving too fast, bro.
There you go, right?
But that's what I think like having ADHD is, because like I have ADHD for a long time now, and like the more I like study it, the more I understand why I operate the way I operate.
In a sense, I think it's a superpower, bro.
That's what that's how I see it, because it's just like you're saying hyper focus into multiple different things at the same time isn't a superpower.
Exactly.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I was talking about this with my homeboy the other day. Like sometimes when I'm reading a book, I'm reading, but I'm thinking about 5 different things, and I'm still able to like finish the page. I just don't remember what I read because I was thinking about 5 other things. But then I get those 5 tasks done in my head.
Yeah.
Over this one task.
No,
you know
I
what mean?
get that sometimes where I'm reading and I didn't even read the book.
Yeah.
I low-key just like daydreamed.
You just saw the words.
Yeah.
But you didn't read them.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. Because that happens to me sometimes, right? And sometimes I even, okay, this is crazy, but I'll read a story, and then I'll see the story in my head. I'm still reading it, but the story already went off the script, and I'm continuing it in my head.
Okay, crazy you say that. I was about to tell you this one thing. So there's people that can't do that, hey?
Word.
That can't visualize. It's called aphantasia.
Yeah.
Where let's say you say, imagine a red star. Can you see it in your head like a red star, right?
Yeah.
There's people that can't. They see black. They see
shit.
they know the idea of red star, but they don't visualize
visualize it, right?
Yeah. And so when people are reading a book, like I just saw like a TikTok about this like earlier. It was like when people with aphantasia read a book, what do they see? Because you know what we were saying, like you see like the movie in your head. You
see the whole thing.
You give your characters voices.
It's full production, bro.
It's like maybe you can't do everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like you see every detail in your head down to the smell and like the sounds. There's people that just think of the idea of the book and the words, and they just see words.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because like I feel like imagining is such a normal thing, but there's a lot of people with this like condition where they just can't visualize.
No, because I do relate to that when I try to tell my friends some ideas and like, yo, I don't know about that one.
They can't see the vision, you know
they don't see the vision, and like, nah, that's kind of whack or whatever, right? But when I actually put it out and create it I put it onto a canvas they can see.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when like, damn, yo, how'd you come up with this?
At the same time too, it's just because like people can't see what you're thinking. Sometimes you just have to like write it out. Like, you know how like Kanye will say some outlandish ideas, but until he does it, that's when people start praising him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like he talks about like a lot of things, and people always clown him. He always says like, everybody's gonna get Yeezys. This is the new evolution of footwear. You know what I mean? People like, nah, those are whack. What's everyone wearing nowadays? Foam runners,
bro.
Yeezy slides, like, because they're practical, they're comfortable. The look, people just aren't used to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I see hella people wearing like Yeezy slides, foam runners, and they just look like house slippers.
Yeah.
You know, but they're practical. And what he was saying about them before makes sense now because he's produced it, and over time people have been wearing it. Now you see the vision, now you see the idea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like hella people have amazing ideas. People just don't get the chance to present it, you know what I mean? That's why people say like the cure for cancer can be in somebody's head that can't get a proper education.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
That's deep. Where'd you get that one, bro?
I have no idea.
That's some real shit.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like that's what it is though. That's what I'm saying. Going back to like the freedom of choice, like having the freedom of choice is one of the best blessings we can have, because like we can put, like, nowadays you can put what's in your head on paper and make it
and
real.
you can make it into $1 billion business.
Yeah,
everybody has the power to do that now.
Everybody has a
if you have a
$1
phone,
billion idea.
if you have a phone, you can do it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Our phones are like, like every year I'm like, man, the phone's getting more expensive and expensive. But like, if you think about it, this phone can change your life.
It's so important.
It's changed my life.
I literally just bought the iPhone
13,
the 13 Pro Max. It's coming in November though. I have to wait for it.
It's pretty fire though.
You have it?
No, I don't. But like, I have the 12 Pro, but I saw the 13 in like person like the other day. I was like, man, it's kind of clean.
Bro, take this in. I have a theory, right? This is not even a theory. This is low-key facts.
Yeah.
They have the ability to make, you know how it, like the new one is 1 terabyte. You can get like so much storage capacity on it. My theory is that they can put in 10 terabytes if they wanted to. They can put so many if they wanted
100%.
to, but it's not a good business plan. Like it's not stable for the business to keep selling, because then you're not going to upgrade. You're not going to buy the next one next year. And take this in. It's the same thing with light bulbs. Did you know the older light bulbs in like the 1950s, the first ones that came out, they didn't go out. They didn't break. They lasted for years on years on years.
But no one's going to buy more light bulbs because they don't need that.
Exactly. So listen. They ended up making this pact. So all of the light bulb companies companies, they ended up making this pact, and if they wanted to produce light bulbs, they would have to go under their rules and make it worse, so that they ended up going out and breaking, so that the customers buy more.
That's so true, bro. That's
crazy.
Bro, but okay, this is my theory though with like the iPhones and stuff, and like, you know how like building PCs is so like commercial now, like back then it was only like really gamers or really hardcore editors that were building their own PCs, but now everybody's building. It's like the new console.
Exactly.
Honestly. Like PC master race, like it's growing. Like everybody's getting new PCs. So what I'm saying is we're gonna have the ability to build our own phones one day. In that case, because it's gonna get to a point where our phones are so advanced. Like, what can they upgrade next? What can they upgrade next? Like, how about we just give you the freedom to upgrade it yourself, but we'll sell the parts now. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think that they'll do that though, because they want you to buy it. They want you to buy the full thing.
You will buy it, but then you can just customize it your own. Like imagine, like Apple sells the most useless things. Like, you know the tile thing, like where you can find your things, and if you
the tag, the air tag.
Yeah, they could do that. Be like, okay, here's like a freaking new graphics card for your phone that's $1,000, and it's Apple branded. People will buy that.
Yeah, people. I'm not saying people wouldn't buy it. It's just that I don't think it's the best business move for them. That's true. Because they know they're gonna buy it already. Buy it anyway. They're gonna buy it already. So let's say I was Supreme. Remember when Supreme was going crazy?
Oh my god!
Like everybody, the whole site was selling out. Yeah. They were selling 50,000 plus shirts every single drop. Right?
Not even shirts, like random accessories.
Accessories, whatever it may be. Yeah. Because they knew whatever they put out,
people will buy it.
People will buy it. So that their business plan was they're gonna make all this random shit, but make sure it's expensive.
Yeah.
Because the price was the only catalyst. Like if they were gonna buy it no matter what, it's just dependent on the price.
Yeah, and like the Supreme hoodies were pretty expensive. Not even retail price for
crazy. Yeah, it was like $2, right?
Yeah, $2. And if you think about it, like when did hoodies like acceptedly become so expensive? You know,
it was only because of them.
Literally 5 years ago, like 2014, you can get like a solid hoodie for like $30, $20.
Exactly. Yeah.
But now, like it's normal that hoodies are 60 plus, 100 plus.
Crazy.
And that's what it is. Like, bro, like ACG, like Nike hoodie, this is $100+. And I'm like, for a hoodie?
I know.
And I was like, in my head after I bought it, I was like, when did I get to the point where like I wanted to buy like a hoodie for over $100?
It's because they change your mind.
Exactly.
Fam.
And then that becomes the new normal over the years because that's what you see. These champion hoodies, $60+. Okay. And then Essential hoodie comes out over $100. And now that's your new normal because you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Because if you really think about it, streetwear isn't even just its own community. It's like normal now. Like people dress like that all the time. Like people I knew that weren't even into streetwear or shoes at all.
Yeah.
Like wear it because they just think like, oh, that's just another brand. It's just another Nike.
That's the norm.
Yeah,
that's
it's the norm now. And that's crazy. That's why it's hard to say that streetwear is dead because it's not, because everybody's wearing it.
In the sense, the streetwear where it was used to be like a hobby is dead.
Yeah, like the
I don't think streetwear is a hobby anymore.
Yeah, it's not. It's just normal.
Yeah, it's just life.
And that it sucks that it kind of sucks that it's like that. But I'm glad that we got to like live through that like culture in it. You know what I mean?
It was a real like cultural change.
Yeah,
like we didn't see that before. We didn't see people caring about streetwear like that, like kicks. Like they didn't care about sneakers like that before.
Dunks, ones, like
it was a small portion of the population that really fucked with sneakers.
Very small portion. And then like all of a sudden it just blew up.
Yeah,
you know,
and millions of dollars, bro.
Crazy, bro. Like it's just so crazy because like even back then, like every shoe I've ever owned, I bought for retail.
Yeah.
I've never paid resale for a shoe.
Word, that's good.
And like back then, like the bread ones, the 2016 ones, I got those like off a raffle so easily. Like just like put my name in. They're like, hey, like you won the bread ones. I'm like, I bet. I can't win a single raffle nowadays, bro.
No, it's not possible. It's not possible. It's all rigged.
People are always saying like, oh, sneakers app, I already lost, because it's true. Yeah. Like it's so hard nowadays. It's so saturated. Yeah, it's just so saturated.
Okay,
like,
let me ask you a question though. Do you think it's gonna get better or worse? Because look, let's say you can put up the norm of a hoodie to be $160.
Yeah,
but it can never go back down.
It can't. Like
they're not gonna change it back down, but they can put it up.
Yeah, exactly. And why would they put it down when it's already been up? Why lose money when you can make more? You know what I'm saying?
Even look at the stock market, bro. Look at the stock market. Yeah. It low-key always goes up. If you think about like 5 years, 10 years, 20 years back, everything went up, bro.
Yeah. Everything in general, the prices of like cereal, the prices of gas, the price of everything's always just gonna keep going up because it's just like, why make less when you can make more?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I have a crazy question for you. I have a crazy question. Go. So like we were talking about before, everybody has the ability to become very successful.
Facts.
Hyper successful.
Facts.
Right? Now, do you think think there's an agenda right now trying to hold people back? Because look, do you think it's going to be like this forever? No.
Nah.
Because listen, the people upstairs, and I know the people behind the door, Sam, the CEOs, the people controlling Illuminati, whatever it may be, right? They don't want that.
They don't. They want the same people in power to be in power.
Exactly. They don't want more rich people.
Yeah.
They want everybody to stay back. So how do you hold them back? And do you think there's some things taking place that are holding us back?
See, that's why I think, like, I don't know, like, I feel like that's why they're giving us this, like, they give us platforms like TikTok to give us rapid success. But in the end, like, yeah, we get this rapid success, but how many TikTokers are billionaires at the end of the day?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's only a few that figure out a way to monetize it very well.
People say, like, I'm not going to say it's easy to become a millionaire or something, but it's definitely, you can see the steps on how to get there now.
Yeah.
But the distance from million to billion is such a gap that, like, I feel like people, like, the front runners, the top people, the front men, give them this, like, small success, like, oh, here's your first million, and then they'll be done with it, and then they're like, I'm not gonna make it into $1 billion business because I don't need to, because I have my million.
Oh,
you know
word.
what I mean? So they give them
that quickly.
quick success, so they don't get long-term success.
Yo, that's bro, that's smart.
You know what I'm saying?
That is smart, because you're like giving them the treat so that they don't take the whole buffet.
Exactly. Like, if you tell somebody, like, oh, this is the only piece of cake left, they're gonna eat it, but you still have, like, the whole cake in the back.
Yo, that's so true. I just took that in.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of money going around right now.
Yeah. Money comes and goes every day. Like, I feel like money is just as easy to spend as it is easy to earn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people are spending and earning. Like, I'm probably, like, one of the worst people with money. Like, I've always been bad with money because I didn't have it before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I always say that, but people who didn't have money before and who were bad with money back then are going to be the exact same when they do have money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's true.
Yeah, because, like, you never learn how to you know, like, how to save back then. You didn't want to save. And then when you finally get money, you're not going to save it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, the value of money for me now that I'm making, like, a pretty steady income, it's gone. For me, like, the value of it it's not
what do you mean by that?
Like, I'm not going to say money isn't everything, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like, that's like the cliche.
Oh, you mean the feeling you have attached to it?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like before, like, oh, I want hella money, I want all this money, I want to be so rich so I can buy this.
Yeah.
But man, just, like, recently too, like, I just felt like, you know what? Like, I just need enough money to not worry about making anymore. You know what I mean? I feel like people nowadays, like, people always want money. I want money to buy. Like, but what for? You know what I mean? What do you want?
I feel you. I say that all the time, bro. That's why I'm flexing with books and shit, bro.
Exactly. Y'all flexing the wrong paper. You know what I'm saying? But that's the truth, because it's just like, people say, like, oh, I want to work because I want to make a lot of money. What do you want to make a lot of money for? To do things. You know what I'm saying? Like, money only gives you opportunity and security. You know what I'm saying? More money you have, you can pay for healthcare.
Yeah.
You can pay to take care of your family. You can get out, like, the roughest of ends. You know what I mean? You could protect people. You know what I mean? You can pay for experiences. You can buy time. Like you said, like why would I spend like $2 on a 30-minute transit bus when I can spend like $15 on a 2-minute Uber or whatever?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that saves you time. You know what I mean? And so, like, the more and more I make, like, money, I guess, like, I see it as just opportunities just to do more things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't save a lot of money. I just like to use it I use money as a tool to just be happy. You know what I mean?
Yo, take this in. There's some real shit.
Yeah.
They said, why would you save money if they're printing money?
That's facts, man. That's facts, yo.
Yo, take it in. Because look, if you're saving money, why would you save it? Why would you hold on to it if they keep making more? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
You know why we think like that?
Why?
Because they taught us to do that. Because the rich taught us to do that, fam.
And that's how they're, like, inhibiting us from getting up there, bro.
People always ask, yo, how are these millionaires millions of dollars in debt?
Yeah.
They're in debt because they make moves with their money. They're not holding it in a safe because they know if they hold it in that safe, it's not going to be $1 million anymore.
Exactly. It's because everything's going up, man.
Everything's going up. The value decreases. It depreciates.
I feel like the richest people in the world spend the most money. You know what I mean? They're always investing. They're always putting money into new businesses. Like Kanye, $54 million in debt. Now he has a $6 billion like net worth.
Yeah.
Because he spent all that money in his career, investments, or whatever business ideas that he had. And then look, it made him a billionaire. It went up. You know what I mean? But that's the thing with money. It's just like, I feel like that's the thing with greed though. People are so greedy with money, but why? You know what I mean? It's just paper.
Yeah.
People want to be comfortable. People want security, and if it takes away from somebody else's comfortability, they'll do that. And it kind of sucks how it's like that. You know what I mean?
It sucks, bro.
You know, it's not fair, but
that's life. That's life, bro. And that's kind of like we're getting taught every day.
Yeah.
And the only way to combat that is to preach your own message. That's why I say it on the podcast all the time. Like, you guys shouldn't worry about it. Start to look at it a different way. Because I feel like a lot of people, they just go with the norm. Yeah. Right? They just go with the norm, go with the mainstream, what you're taught in school. And sometimes they don't realize, like, not everything they tell you is quote unquote the best.
Yeah. Or it's not, honestly, it's just outdated.
It's outdated. Yeah. It's outdated.
Because our education system is how many years old now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've been teaching the same things from like 1950s.
I guarantee you right now, if you take a marketing class, they're not going to teach you about TikTok marketing.
Yeah.
Even though it's the best marketing you can use right now.
Marketing,
but they won't teach you about that shit because it's outdated. Yeah. Like, the teacher doesn't even know how to use it. Probably.
Exactly. Because he's just teaching the same lesson over the years. He's just doing his job though. It's not his fault.
It's not his fault. Yeah.
It's just like the people who run like the education system, like, okay, this is what we're going to teach our kids because that's what we want to teach them. And maybe that's how they're telling us, like, maybe that's how they're like keeping us there by not giving us the information. See, that's why I feel like people are so much more prone to success nowadays, is because we have information. It's because we have unlimited information in our phones. Like, everything we ever need is in our phone.
Yeah.
You need to know something, just look it up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You need to know what's happening across the world, you just look it up. You need to know how to do something, you just look it up nowadays. Like, our phone is our second brain and we take it for granted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't use it for like the most proper things, and that's fine.
You know what's jokes, fam? Because if you think about it, back in the day, the people they would call like the brainiac or the smart person, they would just be the people that memorize this shit.
Yeah.
But like, in a sense, we're just as smart as them now because we have it.
Everything now.
We have it right here.
Exactly. Like, you don't even need to remember how to spell words because autocorrect.
No, that's so true.
The other day, I was texting my homegirl. I was like, necessary, bruh. I don't know how to spell necessary by itself. Spell it for me.
NECESSARY.
No, I'm pretty sure there's like 2 C's in there.
Is it 2 C's?
I don't know. See, I don't know. And we can't confirm unless we're on our phone, you know what I mean?
Is it 2 C's?
I think so. Something like...
Oh shit.
See, we don't know.
Yeah.
Like, we could think, but we don't know.
How do you spell February?
Sure. FEBRUARY.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, I have to like visualize the word.
Yeah, me too. No, me too. That's what I was doing, bro. Because see, I know a lot of people don't think like that, right? And that's why I'm so bad at math, fam. Because when I do math, I visualize it as, okay, in kindergarten, when we learned math, it was like balls.
Yeah.
Right? It was like 2 balls plus 3 balls equals 5 balls, right? So in my head, I see balls
moving.
moving. So when I'm trying to do like multiplication, it's hard to imagine like 50 and then times 30, whatever, right?
Because our brains just can't handle that.
Like,
but what's the point in that though? Like, why do we need to imagine like, okay, Judy bought 50 pineapples. Yo, what person is buying like 50 pineapples, bro? Nobody's doing that.
Because they write that down. Now I have to imagine it in my head. I'm like, 50 pineapples. Damn, how are they holding it?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's why I said it was so weird that people can't imagine things sometimes, like visualize.
I know a lot of people relate though, because I feel like the true, a lot of fans of Jumpers Jump, they're fans because they know how we think. And they really relate to it because it kind of, there's no voice for it. You don't hear about it a lot.
What?
Like, you don't hear about people thinking about that a lot. In a sense, people are scared to speak their mind about things like that.
Yeah, like
oh, you're too weird, or like, yo, what the fuck, you sound dumb, blah blah.
Yeah, like that's why people on Twitter like blow up so much off just relatable things.
Yeah,
and then people are like, oh damn, we really lived the same childhood. It's because people are too afraid to just like talk about their experiences, talk about their life. You know what I mean? And then when people find like something to just be like, yo, same. It like everybody gets hyped up from it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the best things I like to watch online are relatable things. You know what I mean? That's why like my favorite rappers are people that like I can somewhat relate to, or who are very grounded. Like J. Cole, for example. You know, I feel like people love J. Cole because he just feels like a normal person rapping. You know?
Yeah,
like, you know
I get that.
When we see Kanye rap and he has his whole production, and we see him as a genius, and like, oh, that's Kanye West. He's a genius.
But his life is so extravagant.
Yeah, it's so extravagant. Like I love the music, but I can't relate. But then when we see J. Cole, he's literally just like, well, just at home. He's making music. He's wearing sweatpants, Crocs. You know what I mean? That's why people love J. Cole like die hard, because they're like, that could be me. Honestly.
Yeah,
Like, I
it's
could do
true.
that.
It's true.
That's what I love nowadays about the internet. Like, I feel like that's why TikTok blew up so much, because of like the whole For You page thing. You could see people like making videos in their room, starting podcasts in their bedroom, starting fashion like TikToks in their bedroom, because like some people could like watch that and be like, yo man, I'm so into fashion, I don't know what to, but I don't know
And
how
it's
to,
inspiring,
I don't know
right?
how to present my creativity. And then you see people on TikTok like, oh, they're in their bedroom, like I have some type of fashion sense, let me make that type of content now. And that's why that's why there's so many creators nowadays, because people like see it's possible. Once you see something is possible, you're more likely to do it. It's like that herd mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
facts. That's facts.
Like once you see it done before, then you'll do it.
Bro, I'm
Because
telling you,
know it's-
ever since the podcast, bro, we see all of these people trying to copy
I'm
us.
saying, bro.
And I'm like, it's hard to hate on it.
Yeah.
It's hard to hate on it, but like, damn,
yeah,
bro.
it's like, yeah, because like you can't say if it's like,
you can't say
did
nothing.
I inspire you,
Yeah.
or are they ripping me off? You know what I'm saying? Because I heard this from a friend though. He told me, he said like, there are no such thing as original thoughts and ideas. You know what I mean? Our ideas are just a remix of what we know. Like we're taking something from somebody else, we're taking something from somebody else, and we're taking something from our memories, and we're putting it together. We're remixing it into a brand new idea. But really, it's just a bunch of ideas in one. And my friend told me this the other day. He was like, he says he believes that our ideas flow between people. You know what I'm saying?
You think so?
So like we share ideas in a way where it's like, let's say I get this idea to start a podcast.
Yeah.
And then I don't make a move on it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna go to somebody else and it goes to you. And then if you make a move on it and then you start it and then it becomes successful, and then somebody else is gonna be like, damn, like I always wanted to start a podcast. Now let me start that. And then it's gonna be the same, you know what I mean?
Interesting,
And that's why I don't
interesting.
think people are really, it's hard to say like people are copying, you know what I mean? Because I know it's like, it's harmless copying, you know what I mean? You know, it's like what you always say, like people don't copy, steal. But you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I preach that all the time.
Yeah.
If you want to copy someone, don't copy them. Steal it and make it your own.
Exactly. But
Make
I
it
feel
your
like
fucking own.
I feel like people don't go to that extra extent of stealing
And
it,
they just
then
do the
it's
same
just copy
shit.
paste, and
Yeah.
they don't realize that, you know what I mean? That's why I can't shit on anybody that like, you know, sometimes like my content on TikTok can get like a little bit bitten off, but it's just like, was it really like my idea to begin with too? You know what I mean? Because at the same time, like a lot of my TikTok ideas didn't even they were kind of like original ideas, but it was remixed from what I've already seen on YouTube. And my personal life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's through what we've seen, and then we make the idea out of what our experience is.
Exactly. Like the way I started like doing my TikToks and starting all these like videos is because like I combine like what I saw from like fashion YouTube, combining with like my hobbies, anime, streetwear, comics, everything like that, and I just put it in one. You know what I'm saying? And then when people see that idea, they're like, okay, let me try that. And it's like it's cool to see them do it too. You know what I mean? Like oh damn, like I made this idea and like people are like taking it, but it's like, is it really my idea though? I'm like remixing it, you know what I mean?
So you think it moves around to like people all around the world?
Yeah, it moves around. Like ideas just keep moving until somebody takes initiative to actually do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think, okay, for me, I write down every single idea I have, even if it sounds so crazy.
Same.
And there's some ideas in there I know nobody will do, but the moment I put it out, people are gonna see that and they're gonna see something else out of it.
Yeah.
You get me? So like it might be an idea related to something, let's say related to basketball. Let's just basketball as a topic, right? Boom, basketball. Somebody's gonna see that and move it MMA.
Yeah.
Move it tennis, whatever it may be, right?
Like switch it up into something different, you know?
Exactly.
What I mean?
But it's only until that moment the first one drops. Then it's like boom, that whole wave.
Yeah, and that's that herd mentality. People don't think something's possible till it's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you guys pioneered basically like podcasts on TikTok.
Low key.
Yeah, low key. Like before like Jumpers Jump, I didn't see anyone really posting their clips. And I always thought about that. I was like, why don't people just post it?
I know.
Why doesn't Joe Rogan post his podcast clips on TikTok?
Because I feel like people are scared of it. That's why.
But why though?
Because they're scared of a new frontier. Because TikTok is a new frontier.
It is very new.
It's quote unquote like cringy. People didn't want to be
was.
associated with it, right?
Yeah. Even now, people still want to be associated with TikTok.
Exactly.
And they still use it.
Yeah.
On the day-to-day, the people who shit on TikTok the most are the ones on it the most.
Everybody switched in. I switched up too, fam. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I didn't even think TikTok was sick before.
Nah, I love that shit.
Right
Off
away,
the
right
top,
away?
Yeah, because my homeboy, shout out JL, yo, he basically started out my career. Yo.
Yeah?
But yeah, because he basically introduced me. He's like, yo, man, the best videos are on TikTok, trust. I was like, I bet I'll give it a shot. It's like fine then. And I was like, yo, this is funny as fuck. Like, this is the best content. and it caters to what your interests are.
Exactly.
I was like, yo, you just have to give it a chance. Like once you get judgment out of your head and once you get humility out of your head, then you can do anything and you can like see things for what they are and not what people
and then you can
perceive
shit
them.
on them now.
You know what I mean?
You can shit on like, you didn't see what I
you didn't
saw.
see that. Like that's what I'm saying. I always told people, I was like, yo guys, get on TikTok. They're like, ew, no, isn't that like Musically? I'm like, nah, put your content on TikTok. Like, do you ever have those friends that you can see like, man, they would be so hyper successful if they went hard on TikTok. Those same people that I was telling, I was like, yo man, like trust me, bro. TikTok's the way. Like, nah. And then like 2 years later, they're like, man, I should have done it. And I'm not saying I told you so, but like I'm saying like next time an opportunity like that comes up, just bag it.
It's missed opportunity. And I think so many other things are gonna happen where it's gonna change, bro. I don't think this is gonna be forever. I don't think TikTok's gonna be the same forever.
That's the same as like YouTube. YouTube isn't the same as it was.
YouTube is different already a year in.
Yeah.
Just like a year it's been changed. Like look at shorts and shit, right?
Yeah. Literally, like they added that and like YouTube channel's been blowing up from that. There was this one YouTuber I saw, I forgot who it was, but they had like 1 million subscribers and they only had 2 full videos on the channel.
Word.
But most of their views had like from the shorts that had like 70 million views.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But if you think about it, like I always thought about that too. I was like, what's gonna be the next form of media? We have Netflix, we have YouTube. I was like, the only like real option is to have it on our phone, like vertically. Like, why isn't there like vertical media yet? And then TikTok came out. I was like, yeah, that's the one, yo.
Yo, I have an idea, but somebody's gonna take this idea right now. It's like, just remember I said it first.
Okay, go.
I'm predicting right now, the next form of content, the comments will all be audio.
Damn, bro.
I'm telling you right now, all of the comments will be audio at one point in life.
That'd be sick though.
Because we haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen that yet. Like we seen like look at Twitch, right? So imagine Twitch, but it's like individual comments that are speaking. Like, yo, look behind you, blah blah. Yo, what do you think about this?
Yo, imagine you just have a packed Twitch stream though, and then all you can see is a bunch of noise.
No, but maybe not at the same time. Maybe not at the same time. Like kind of like you know,
just
like next one, the next one,
That's tough though. That's cool though. But it's so hard predicting what's next.
Do you think there's some prophets in the world, like real prophets, that can predict shit?
Predict shit? Probably.
Like Nostradamus.
See, I feel like people see patterns in a way where like, okay, if this worked this way and we're missing this, then this is gonna work because this app has what this is missing, and it's also bringing something new to the table. You know what I mean? I feel like people see like
no, but I'm talking prophets as in the sense of like anything.
Okay, like see the future. Yeah,
the next president.
Okay,
like the next natural disaster.
I feel like some people know though. Yeah,
you think it's true, right?
I think some people, because going back to the idea of like how we see the future in deja vu, maybe people can just like
they can transcend back.
They can transcend back, or they can transcend back and forth, like Black Mirror. You know how like you watch Black Mirror?
Yeah.
You know
I watched a bit of it.
You know, like how they have that little like headgear where they can like rewatch the memories.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a way like with a device, but in their brain they can rewatch the memories and see like read the future. Just like not even read it, they're experiencing it in real time in their head,
and then come back, back and forth.
Yeah.
Yo, okay, I have a crazy story for you though.
Go.
So there was this lady. Right? This was long time ago. This was like during the Roman Empire.
Oh shit.
So she would go to this like crack in the earth. Scientists figured out this crack in the earth was right above a source of ethylene gas.
Okay.
So ethylene gas, right?
Yeah.
It supposedly gives you like a psychedelic effect. Like it's a hallucinogen.
Yeah.
She would go under this crack and then people would gather around her and she would spit all these like crazy prophecies.
Yeah.
Yo, one day this is gonna happen. A meteor's gonna strike, blah, blah, blah. And everybody's looking around like, what is she talking about? She's crazy. She's crazy, right? So she ended up writing down hella prophecies. Hella prophecies, right? And these people, some of the prophecies came true during their time. The people went to the Roman Empire, the emperor at the time was like, you have to buy these books. You have to buy these books. It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
So she predicted something crazy that happened to the king.
Yeah.
And it happened for real. So he bought the books.
Yeah.
And these prophecies not only predicted things that happened in their era, but also predicted things in our era too. Predicted 9/11, predicted it predicted like phones, crazy shit, man. And take this in. There's other predictions in there that still haven't come true yet. Wow. And one of the predictions was extraterrestrials. And oh shit. No, I think she predicted like a famine, like a disease, bro. So low-key, it's on track, man. It's on track.
Bro. Oh my god.
Because look. Because I feel like those random coincidences just so happened she was there under that ethylene gas. They didn't know what the ethylene gas was before. but she absorbed it, and it came out with these prophecies. That was meant to happen, bro.
Yeah.
So what if that was a way of, let's say, the higher power, God, warning us, like, okay, listen to this girl.
Yeah, but
Boom.
people just think she's crazy.
People just think she's crazy.
But why do we think people like that are crazy? Why don't we believe more people like that? You know what I mean?
It's because it's so weird to look at. Like, it's so out of the ordinary,
It
right?
is.
Like, if you see, quote unquote, like a crackhead on the street, you know what I mean, speaking gibberish, right?
You're not gonna like.
You're not gonna give,
thought, you know what I
you're
mean?
not gonna give him a second thought. But what if he knew your future?
Yeah, what if they're speaking like real shit, man?
Yeah.
Like you don't know because we just don't give it the time of day because we're taught to stay away from that. We're taught to stay away from drugs. And I'm not saying do drugs. I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah.
You know, if you do, like at your own risk, you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is just like we're taught, like even just marijuana itself. Everyone says like, oh, it's bad. It's the gateway drug. You're gonna become an addict after you do it. But some people, a lot of the most successful people in the world do marijuana, and they get their best ideas off marijuana.
But it's not for everybody.
It's not for
because
everybody.
everybody's different.
Yeah,
Everybody's different.
Everybody's body operates differently. Everybody's body takes drugs differently. You know
Yeah, that's why it's hard to say, because when you put it under that umbrella, then some people, it might affect them for the worst.
Yeah, that's true.
For the worst, and they wouldn't foresaw that, right?
Yeah.
Like they have to proceed with caution. Like they don't know.
Yeah.
Some people, even it might trigger psychosis,
That's true. That's true.
and that's real.
That is real. Thing though, like, should we teach our kids that drugs are just bad, or should we teach them that drugs, just take it at your own risk? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just be careful if you do. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people nowadays, or just people in general, I feel like a lot of people do drugs because we're told not to do them.
Oh, like a rebellious thing?
So
Yeah,
what would
I think
happen if we taught our kids like it's okay and we gave them access? Would they do it more or would they do it less?
Depends.
You know what I mean?
I think it depends, especially on the media and what the agenda is at the time. Like, look at all the rap music. It's all about drugs, all about lean.
That's true.
Like, nobody really. You think people actually like lean?
Nah,
No, they only like lean when they start talking about it,
Yeah,
bro.
because the cool guys are talking about it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's why.
That's the media.
You hear it
though.
in the songs and then you want to do it. Just like what you hear Lil Baby with a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Like, you want a Ferrari
You want
too.
a Ferrari, you want a big chain. You want to
Exactly.
make all these stacks and racks. You want to break these backs.
Yeah. No, but that's why you see, I feel like a lot of rappers, they look the same too.
They do.
A
They
lot,
do.
like the
There's
typical
it's a formula
big
now.
chain, skinny jeans,
Like
designer,
colored hair or
Fendi.
some kind of crazy hairstyle. You know what I mean? Everybody's trying to find their own style, but really they're under the same cookie cutter.
Yeah.
You can be into the same cookie cutter, but they're just putting like different icing on top. But that doesn't mean you aren't the same cookie as somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the thing. Like, it's always gonna come down to that formula. That's why I feel like people on TikTok, like, that's why content gets so repetitive and all looks the same. Or we see people as copying because it's
It
become
works.
a formula now. It's working.
It works.
And if you see something that works for somebody else, why wouldn't you try it either? You know?
It's true.
That's why I can't like shit on anybody who does like get most of their content from other people, because it's just like, if you see something that works, do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get it. It just sucks now that a lot of people's like content on TikTok is getting a little bit more like, everything's starting to look the same. Do you really think about that?
Yeah,
now?
it does.
It does. And that's why I feel like people are always like, oh, I miss old TikTok. I miss old era. I miss summer 19 TikTok.
But no matter what, it's gonna
always
get to
gonna
that
be like
point.
that,
It's gonna get to
exactly.
that point. Just like YouTube was like that too.
Exactly.
People made the reaction videos, things when people say, that's been a whole wave
Or
for a while.
Skits back in the day,
Yeah.
hella skits. And then at one point, like, gaming YouTube was like taking over, like Minecraft
Mm.
YouTube. And then everybody just had the same Minecraft YouTube videos, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But it works.
It
You know what I
works.
mean? If it works, like, why change it? But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, if you want to be if you want to be more successful,
Yeah.
then you got to do something else out of that comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you know how to combat that or no?
To combat what?
To combat that whole wave of everybody's looking the same. Do you know how to combat that?
It's hard because it's just like everybody looks the same. So that means you're consuming the same media. You're consuming the same thing. So what are you really learning, and what new ideas can you make if all you're looking at are the same ideas? You know what I mean? So whenever I create things, I don't look at my niche. So let's say, so I do a lot of fashion content on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
I don't look at fashion videos for inspiration, because why would I do that? Everybody's doing that. So I look for inspiration in like nature.
Yeah.
or some shit. Like, oh, I like the way this tree looks, the way the leaves like wrap around the branches. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll do that with clothes.
Yeah.
You know, you have to find like other hobbies and other niches to put and remix into what you want to do. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, like everybody's making the let's say fashion. Everybody's doing the whole like transition, like, oh, new hoodie.
Yeah.
How to wear this with the you can only wear a flannel like so many different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
And people have done that video from even before TikTok, YouTube. You know what I mean? So like,
I think the way to combat it, bro, is just sell personality. It's just selling personality. That's it.
because that's
the only reason. That's the only way it differentiates from other people.
Like the difference between your podcast and somebody else's are the people running it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like they're not gonna have the way I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not gonna have the way Emson thinks.
Exactly. People could say the exact same theories. People can copy the exact word for word, bar for bar. But would you rather see somebody else rap Kanye's verses, or would you rather see Kanye rap his own verses?
Kanye rap Kanye's
you know
verses.
What I'm saying?
Exactly. That's some real shit. Hit that again, bro.
You know
Damn.
Kanye Drake.
Okay, I can't. That's hard, bro. That's hard. Cause look,
It is hard.
I said this before. Kanye, in my opinion, is a GOAT creative.
That's true.
But Drake is the greatest rapper ever.
Greatest rapper ever.
Greatest rapper ever.
You think so? Like
Greatest
in terms
rapper
of
ever.
terms of what? In terms of numbers or in terms of
everything, bro.
Actual bars.
In terms of his influence in rap, his terms in versatility,
Really?
bro.
He does have. He's really versatile.
He's
I love
very
Drake.
versatile,
I love Drake. Bro.
right?
He can put you in the feels and then get you hyped in like the same day, or the
Exactly.
same minute. You know what I mean?
You pick Kanye over Drake?
Personal choice.
But what are your catalysts to say that? Because Drake numbers.
Okay,
It's Drake.
But if it's about numbers, that means McDonald's would be the best restaurant in the world. You know what I'm saying?
In my opinion, McDonald's is the best restaurant in the world. In my opinion.
That's fair. But you know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
like you could say, "Oh, numbers. Drake is the best because of numbers. He's always been on top. He's better than the Beatles. He's catching up to Michael Jackson." But it's like, yes, numbers do prove like that somebody is great, but that doesn't mean like they're the greatest. You know what I mean?
Okay, look,
I get it. But I'm not downing Drake. I love Drake.
Yeah.
Like, I listen to Drake every single day. The day I set my foot in Toronto, that's all I've been listening to. Bro. Views from the Six, Toronto, bro. First of all, like sidetracking, Views from the Six is the perfect visualization of Toronto. That's what I'm just.
You
gonna
think
say,
so? Yeah,
bro.
Like you listened to that and you felt it.
I've been listening to that album for like 5 years, and as soon as I started playing it, it hit different here. Yo.
Word.
Because I started
That's sick.
noticing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
references, and like even the album cover, I was like, damn. I was looking at the CN Tower the other day. I was like, yo, that looks like
You
views.
even get the
That
temperature
is
from
views,
it.
bro.
When you get the temperature
you
from
see,
it.
and that goes back to ideas. Like you don't get the vision until you see it. You know what I mean?
Because I think Drake's the GOAT because he has the best of everything.
He does.
He has the best of everything, and Kanye only has that segment of creativity. And bro, because look, Kanye has great throwbacks.
Yeah.
You know, he's the GOAT from a long time ago. But Drake's numbers, it just shows already. It just shows who is the GOAT.
But
because Drake is the GOAT to more people than Kanye is the GOAT to other
that's
people.
true. But do you think if Kanye didn't get into any controversy, do you think he'd be bigger than Drake?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Because I think about that all the time with like Chris Brown. You know what I mean? Because Chris Brown was predicted to be the next Michael Jackson. He's gonna be Michael Jackson. But after that controversy, nobody was fucking with him anymore.
But
do you
he
think
still made good music.
he does. He consistently makes good music. But do you think if that controversy with Rihanna never happened, do you think Chris Brown would be the biggest artist?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Really?
I think he would be somewhat bigger, but I don't think he would be.
I still think
I don't think he would be bigger than Drake.
You don't think he would have been bigger?
I don't
than
think he'd
Drake?
be bigger
I think
than
he could have
Drake,
been-
man.
Possibly could have been bigger Drake. Okay, so here's why Kanye's my GOAT though.
Yeah.
The reason I consider Ye my GOAT is because he doesn't. I wouldn't say he. People say like Kanye's the biggest influence in rap ever, but I don't think he's influencing it. I think he's paving the way. Okay, I guess that is influencing.
That is influencing,
But,
bro.
like, he's like subconsciously influencing people, and people just don't know it. Like back then, 808s and Heartbreak.
Yeah.
Nobody liked the album when it came out.
Yeah, that's
not a lot
true.
of people were a big fan of it, but now everybody is influenced. There would be no Travis Scott without 808s.
Yeah.
There would be no Juice WRLD without 808s. There would be a lot of people in the music industry wouldn't be who they are without 808s. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's facts.
And like even like fashion, when Kanye first went into fashion, bro, Yeezy changed the game. It changed streetwear. It made streetwear from a culture to a regular thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? like before Yeezys came out and like Ultra Boosts were hyped, not a lot of like there were sneakerheads, but not a lot.
Yeah, because
You know what I mean?
in a sense of creative, I think Kanye is a GOAT creative.
But
he's the greatest creative in my
rap
opinion.
too, though. Like if you think about it, his discography, like Drake is versatile. I'm not gonna debate that, but Kanye is just as or even more versatile than Drake has been.
I don't know,
because if you think
bro.
about it, every single album has been different. College Dropout is different from Late Registration. Late Registration.
But Kanye can't sing like Drake though. Kanye can't sing like Drake.
Yo,
He
man,
couldn't do.
You heard Heartless, bro?
No, but he can't. That's not like Drake
I know what you
vocals.
know.
Feel
I know
me?
what you mean.
Like he can't do no Find Your Love.
That's true.
Can't
But
do no Marvin's Room.
But then you can't say Drake is the greatest rapper.
No, because
he's an artist.
Look. He's the greatest rapper because he became popular through rap. But it doesn't
That's
mean
true.
he's just a rapper.
That's true.
So that's why he is the greatest rapper. Just like I say Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Because Michael Jordan isn't just the GOAT because he played basketball.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's the GOAT because he made basketball what basketball is.
That's true.
Like he made basketball popular. He made the sneakers huge. You know, and
that's true.
it still is
the culture
that.
of
It still is
basketball
that.
is Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but if Kanye is the greatest rapper ever, we have to look at his discography, look at his numbers. Now, if his numbers aren't as good as this one, look, Jordan is 6 for 6, Sam.
Yeah, he is.
Jordan 6 for 6.
That's why he's my GOAT, bro.
Yeah, so that's why I don't think LeBron's a GOAT. So I can't say
Because he lost.
Yeah, like you wouldn't say Floyd Mayweather is the greatest boxer if he lost.
That's true. That's facts.
If he's undefeated, that's why he's the greatest boxer.
Yeah.
So Drake, in a sense, he's kind of undefeated where, look at the numbers.
Yeah.
Right? After Drake, okay, I would even say Drake is the greatest musician.
I could see that. I could see Drake as like the most solid like musician.
But if we're talking like
artist.
strictly, let's say lyricism and rap, then I would give it to like Kendrick, you know?
Yeah, Kendrick,
I wouldn't
J.
give it to
Cole,
Drake, yeah.
or somebody else. You know what I mean?
But if we're saying
Wayne.
just like greatest rapper, I just say Drake.
Okay, I can see that. I feel like in a general sense,
In a general sense,
I'd say Drake is the greatest rapper for sure. Then,
Yeah.
but if you like for music heads and like people who dig deeper, I think Kanye's the better artist.
Yeah. Because see, it depends who you're asking, right? It depends who
does.
you're
It
asking.
depends who you're
Because
asking.
some people listen. They don't listen to the music for the same things
That's true.
one person does, right?
Yeah.
Some person's listening to the beats. Some person's listening to the lyrics.
Yeah, people break it down.
Some people want the story, right?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't have that, then it doesn't work for them. So
That's true.
That's not their GOAT.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right?
That's like how people didn't really fuck with Donda. I think Donda, like, to me, it's a 10 out of 10. But that's because like
I still think Donda's better than CLB in my opinion.
Me too. But I'm not gonna. I would be a liar if I didn't say I didn't like it at first.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd say
You didn't like Donda at first?
first Donda listen,
Yeah.
like full through, 6 out of 10.
Really? Yeah.
First CLB listen, 10 out of 10.
Oh.
Week later, Donda, 11 out of 10. A week later, CLB, solid 7.
Yeah. No. CLB kind of got dry to
See,
me.
that's the thing though. Like that's why I say Kanye's the GOAT, because he doesn't make music now. He makes music for the future. But does he
That's
make music
fair.
for the future, or do people just follow that formula? Does he make the new cookie cutter?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
It's hard to say because he has so much of an influence. He has so much of like attention at him.
Yeah.
It's hard to say if they're just fans of Kanye.
Exactly.
Right?
You can't really say if he's influencing or people are just want to follow like that. Well, that's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's why he's my GOAT. But like, I love Donda now, 10 out of
Yeah.
10. But at first, 6 out of 10.
Who's your favorite rapper? Like, because I remember you posted on your story. What is one rapper that you love the most? Like relate to? Sorry.
Oh, relate to? J.
My
Cole.
bad. It's J. Cole.
Actually, no, Bryson Tiller.
Bryson Tiller.
See, people consider him as like, oh, he's a singer, he's an artist. Like, but no, he goes hard when he goes bar for bar. Like, you know what I mean? When
So his lyrics like hit you the most.
he does. Trap Soul is my favorite album of all time. I've said this before. I've said it like a million times. It's my favorite album of all time. Even if it might not be like a lot, like the most popular album for most people.
Yeah.
To me, it is, because it came, and it's not even like relatability. It's the time it comes out. You know what I mean? That's why Views is my favorite Drake album. When
Yeah, I
it's really
feel you.
not, for a lot of people, Views is not even top 3. You know, most people like Take Care, Nothing Was the Same. But for me, Views is number 1 because of the time it came out.
Word.
Because I was able to relate, and the feelings I had in the moment at that time, it's
Yeah.
carried on till now. You know, every time I listen to Feel No Ways, I get the same feeling as I first listened to it at first when I was like 15 years old. Whenever I listen to Trap Soul, I remember the memories of what it was like when I first listened to it. And then maybe like when I got older, I started understanding because I went through the same experiences.
Yeah.
And so now I see the album in a different way.
Because there's
It's
some
growing-
songs you listen later.
Yeah, it's growing with me. That's why I always revisit albums constantly, because like in albums, like my top 3 songs in an album always change constantly.
Word, yeah,
like
yeah.
Donda, it's changed so many times. Like I've always liked Heaven and Hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just like Believe What I Say and 24. Like I was playing those 3 on repeat. Now it's changing. Now I like Come to Life. You know,
I love that track. I love that track.
So amazing. And when you see like the cinematic journey like Kanye puts you through in that song, you're like, damn, I appreciate that song so much more. And then you start seeing like you start listening again. You're like, damn, that New Again track with Breezy is like, damn, I really like that. I like that track because you're growing with it. You know what I mean? You grow, like things don't really hit the same the first time. Things don't really hit the way you want it to the first time you press play. J. Cole said something like that. You know what I mean? You need to give it a couple plays.
You do. Because you can't judge anything by like a first listen.
And that's everything.
That's
you know
everything.
What I mean? Like with ideas, like let's say you have a new idea. Are you gonna give up like if it bombs like the first video?
Of course not. Yeah, you got to test it
like
out.
Nostalgia dripping. Let's say like it got. Let's say you got 100 views your first video. You're still gonna make more.
I'm still gonna make more. Yeah,
because sometimes
you believe in the vision. If you believe in the vision, have faith, bro. Just have faith.
You just have to like see the vision. Like you know what I mean. I always talk about it with my homeboy. Like people just don't see it yet. The greatest that they need to be, that people just don't know it yet. You know what I mean?
That's real shit. That's
like
real shit.
everybody's a genius. Everybody has $1 billion idea. People just don't see the vision yet. People just need to put it on paper. I think that's what people like struggle with, you know?
Yeah.
People have 1,000 ideas. People have 1,000,000 amazing ideas. And I'm not going to shit on any. That's why I never shit on any ideas, because I'm like, I just don't see what they're trying to say yet.
Yeah, you don't see it
you
yet.
know? But then sometimes like the dumbest ideas could be the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Like celebrity boxing, bro.
Who knows? Nobody knew at the time,
Yeah.
like, oh shit, that's going to be a thing.
Like, I don't want to see YouTubers fight. Why would I see YouTubers fight when I could see real professional boxing?
Yeah.
And now look at boxing now. Like, I'm not saying boxing's dead, but I'm saying like this influencer boxing is not only bringing interest of boxing to boxing fans, but it's also bringing like interest of boxing to people outside of boxing.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, you just can't shit on anyone's ideas, man. Like, you just gotta stay positive. You just gotta like accept everything. Be like, okay, you know what? Maybe I just don't see things the way he sees it yet.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
You know what I mean? You just have to see their vision. You have to give people a chance.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You have to give people mad chances.
That's real shit, bro.
Sometimes people just don't get that chance. So just give it to them.
All right, yo, we gotta wrap it up. We're running out of time, but
3 more hours, bro.
yeah, thanks for coming through, bro.
Nah, bro,
So thankful to have you here. You want to shout out anything?
Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Emson Mallari. I have a podcast coming through. I don't know.
Okay, all right. Thank you everyone for watching. Jumpers jump out.
Peace out, y'all.